Hello, hobby. Today is Friday, February 24th. I'm your host, Meerkat. Welcome to Card News Now, where we will cover what's happening in the hobby today. First up, one of Panini's longest-running brands, Contenders Basketball, is getting a new hobby box configuration with its 2022-23 release. The standard for Contenders Basketball in the past has usually been 12 10-card packs per hobby box, but Panini announced that this year the product will see 4 8-card packs per hobby box in this new, slimmer configuration. And don't worry about the hits, because hobbies will still have 2 autographs and 10 inserts, parallels, or variations per. We love to see Panini not be afraid to revamp and streamline such a classic product release, and can't wait to get into it. Next up, Beckett announced on their socials yesterday that you will be able to resubmit your old BGS graded cards to get them re-encapsulated with Beckett's new look labels as they say goodbye to their old look. Beckett also said that the cards will be put in a new holder when sent in, along with the new label, and not just putting a new label in the old plastic holder. So, if you have any old BGS graded cards and want them in a new holder with Beckett's new label, you can send them in for just $10 a card right now. Also, make sure to turn on notifications, smash that like button, comment below, and subscribe to the David Adams YouTube page. And follow us on social channels at DA Card World so you never miss an episode of Card News Now. And get excited, folks, because we have a winner for this week's subscriber-only giveaway. Going home with a hobby box of the new 2022 Bowman Chrome Football is none other than subscriber James on Tiger. Congrats, James, and the rest of you. Make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications on so you don't miss next week's giveaway. Next up, one of the most famous and played board games in history has finally infiltrated the hobby. Yesterday it was announced that Hasbro and Panini are partnering to create Monopoly Prizm NBA Edition. That's right, Mr. Monopoly has made his way into the hobby with the new Prizm basketball-oriented version of the classic Monopoly board game. But don't expect your same old Monopoly. In this Prizm version of the game, there aren't properties for you to buy up. Instead, it starts with players building their decks, opening packs, and trading with others during the game, which is encouraged, and as the game progresses, players will continue to add additional cards to their decks, ultimately winning by getting them the most points, just like a real basketball game. Of course, there is also a collectability aspect to it all with this Monopoly Prizm set. It will have a 90 total card checklist, and you'll be able to chase them all because there will be both booster packs and boxes of the cards available for you to build your deck outside of what you get from the board game itself. And these cards will even feature special parallels and inserts like Monopoly Boardwalk. This is really cool, and we love seeing the hobby be brought into new markets with new fun ways of collecting. You'll be able to find Monopoly Prizm in Targets when it goes on sale in mid-April. Other stores will follow a few months later, beginning in August, so make sure you keep your eyes out for this one. And to close out the week, we got some big news from our friends over at the CollX app a couple of days ago as they secured a $5.5 million seed round for their app. If you're unfamiliar, the CollX app is a collectibles valuation app for items such as sports trading cards that you can scan your cards on, find out what the card is exactly, its worth, and more, and then log it into your collection. With this new round of funding, Ted Mann, the CollX CEO, says he would like to expand their team of 20 by adding new marketing and operating roles to the team. CollX also plans to increase their marketing efforts, build to offering a special paid subscription for hardcore collectors, and eventually introduce an in-app marketplace for their users. It's wild to see how much CollX has grown in such a short time, and we're excited to see what they do after this and what the future holds for them. But that'll do for today's edition of Card News Now. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week, collectors.